Hello, hello. Hey, I wanted to start doing some short educational videos for my team members. And so, what I want to show you right now is that many of our lashes are extremely long, and at least for my eyes, and we do have to trim them. And so, what I've started doing that has really helped me in sales and customer service is I went back through all of my Facebook friends and I wrote down those friends who had purchased a lash. Okay. So if they had bought a lash from me, you can do this also going back through your orders and see who has purchased from you. What I did is I started sending a message to every single one because most of them had purchased lashes in the past, and so they should be ready to order a new lash. So I reached out to him and I said, "Hey girl, wanting to know how you're loving your lashes, or have you had any problems? Have you tried them out yet?" I was surprised at how many of my girls have not even put them on. And so if they wrote back and said, "I am so sorry, I haven't even tried these," then what I did is I wrote back and I said, "Hey, that is no problem, but let's get that lash on you. I really want you to see how these look on you. Let's schedule a lash fitting." And so I do a lash fitting over the phone just like this over Facebook and or FaceTime I should say, and it goes really well. So this is what I do is I tell them I first tell them, I say, "Okay, do you have your lashes and your liner?" And they usually show me their lashes and their liner. And I said, "All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get your liner on, and I want you to make sure that you are putting it on correctly." And so I just go ahead and demonstrate for them. And I say, "This is the way that I put my liner on. If you have a more comfortable way because you're used to liquid liner, that's fine. But I have not ever used the liquid liner until I did Tori Belle lashes. And so this is what I do." And so I just go ahead and tell them I pull the corner out right here so that it flattens my eyelid. Because if I don't, all have little wrinkles in there, especially if we're older. And I especially emphasize that to any of my ladies who are my age that are over 50 that I know have those wrinkles, unless they've had Botox. But I don't know if you can do it on your eyelids. So anyway, so I tell them, go ahead and pull that out. And then I say, what I do is I just pull and I show them with the liner. I say, just pull it straight out. Okay. If you pull it straight out, you're going to keep all your brushes together, or all your fibers on the end of your liner together. And it gives you a nice little end. Then I'll tell them to go ahead and I say, I like to start kind of in the center because if I have a glob, that's where it is. Then I can go out to the inside, and there's my glob. And then I can go ahead and stretch it along to the very end. And if I have to, I can go backwards like this on the end. So I just show them how to go ahead and do that. Then I have them do it. I say, "Okay, you go ahead and try." And I tell them, make sure you have some Q-tips on hand because the first time I did these lashes, hey, I was getting liner everywhere. So make sure that you have some Q-tips on hand. And that way, if you do get a little bit, if you feel like you have a little too much, you can take that Q-tip and just gently wipe over where it was that you had that. So you can see that I was able to wipe over where I had that blob. And so I show them. So we do one eye at a time with the liner. And then I talk to them a little bit. I say, we want to let that liner dry between applications. And so let's get the other eye done. Then we'll talk a little bit about your lash. And so they'll go ahead and do the other liner. And I tell them the same thing, kind of start there in the center. I also let them know that, and I do this when they buy the liner. It's like if you want a non-liner look, then you can go ahead and use the USA lash because you can put it actually on your lashes, or you can get, if you really need that waterproof liner because your eyes weep, then be sure and go with the classic liner. I'm using the USA lash for this, for you guys. Anyway, so we'll get through that point. Then once their eyeliner is dry, I have them take their lash out of the out of the box, and I actually have the new, which I'm very excited about. I have the new Starlet lash. Now, I have already trimmed. Usually, I only have to trim one lash, one magnet off these 10 lashes. And let me show you the Starlet. It's really, really pretty. I would highly suggest you guys hop on this while it's still there because it is a gorgeous lash. So anyway, I go ahead and I show them. I say, here's how I apply the lash. I hold it with my thumb and finger on the outside. And I said, you're going to feel the magnet pull on the eyeliner and then just let that lash lay itself down. So I tell them, I don't use the applicator to go ahead and apply the lash. I use the applicator for my anchors. And so I show them that you just put it in. You can feel it tug. See, like it's tugging right now. And then I go ahead and lay the lash down across my liner. And then I show them. Now you can see this lash, and I've already trimmed one magnet. This is a really, really, really long lash on me, okay? And so I have them put that lash on, and then what we do is I'll have them go ahead and go up close in their phone so I can see, and I tell them, you do not want your lash hanging out any further than over your where you are putting your liner. And I also show them that if they're like me, if they have downturned eyes, that means if you were to draw an imaginary line across, this part of my eye is lower than this part, which means I even need shorter lashes because I only want my lash line to go right there. I don't want it to stretch out because it will make my, look, if I were to go ahead and wear this like this, if I put it on and even put it on further, it's like if I wore it like this, it points down. It makes my eyes look tired. So I show them, that's one of the things that I will show them. So I'm going to go ahead because I've already trimmed one magnet off here. So we're going to trim one more. And this is what I tell them, trim one magnet at a time. Don't be guessing because each of these lashes are different. I learned that the hard way. So we're taking one more magnet off of the new Starlet. And then I'm going to go ahead and then I show them, once they take their magnet off, I say, okay, let's go ahead and put that lash back on. And so I'm putting it on again. And look, it is still off of my eye. So this is one of the few lashes that I will actually have three magnets trimmed off. Okay. And everybody's different. I get that. But what I'm going to show them, because I think by this time people would be going, oh my gosh, but you're losing so much of the lash at the end and everything. But the point is that you want it to fit your eye correctly. Okay. You do not want it to fit your eye incorrectly. So now we're going to put this lash back on. Okay. So you can see that when I put this, and this is I'm really liking, it just fell off. Now I'm going to have to try to find it. Do you ever feel like you need a white rug underneath you so you can see when your lashes fall off? So anyway, and I just pinch it there in the corner and pinch it over on this side. And of course, I've been taking this on and off, so I'm sure I have some liner on. But now you can see that this lash is pointing upwards. That is exactly where I want it for my eye shape. I do not want a bunch of lashes out here on the side that look like they're weeping down. I want them pointing upwards. And so that's one thing that I tell the girls is that is what we are shooting for, is we want those lashes pointing up so that they look good. So that is a technique that I use with my girls for the lash fitting. Then what I do is I show them, okay, we're going to go ahead and put an anchor on. And when you put these anchors on, this is how I like to put on the anchors for the right side of my eye, is I put it thumb down and I'll just go ahead and glide in underneath. I try to catch some of my own eyelashes and then lift it up, and you should feel that little click. And so when I get that on, I show them, hey, look, here, this has the anchor on it. If I need to anchor the inside corner, I'll help them anchor the inside corner. So I do this with the right eye, with whichever eye you're comfortable, or whichever eye. Usually it's right because most people are right-handed. And then I go to the left. The only thing that changes when I do the anchor on the left is I put the anchors on, and I'll just show you. I put them on. I have to switch it around and hold it. Which way am I doing? Oh, I have to hold it. I have to think. I have to hold it thumb down and put it on this way. For some reason, that just works better for me. I haven't gotten to where I can do it with my fingers like Laura does. I don't know how she does that. She must have really little fingers, and I guess I have big ones. So anyway, so I hope that will help you guys see how you can do a one-on-one lash fitting with your customers, because it makes a world of difference. This is what they want to know. They want to know that you are there for them in getting through these lashes. Okay. I know this was kind of long. Sorry about that, but just wanted to let you have that information. All right. See you guys.